सर्वधर्मान् परित्यज्य मामेकं शरणं व्रज.
The miseries of material existence and the most hopeless conditions of life is the best possible opportunity to turn to God.
You're listening to Bare Knuckle Bhakti Shorties on the Bhakti Recovery Podcast with Jiva G, coming at you every Monday with a little spiritual something.
Hello, everyone. How are you? I hope you guys are well. I know you didn't hear from me on Monday. And also last Thursday. I am not coming up with content that I would like to share. I am, for some reason, just not that inspired at the moment. Not that I'm uninspired. I don't feel like I have much to say. Just sort of living my life. And that's also something to talk about. Like living my life. And the challenges that I have facing certain processes. I've been listening a lot recently, again, to AA speaker tapes. And it's really something that inspires me. Things that inspire me, they come in waves, just certain things in life, our moods. I can't always listen to the same thing over and over again or have the same guru over and over again. And that's not something that I'm saying is good or bad. It's just something the way it is. So right now I'm kind of diving into that really simple, tangible speaker tape step work stuff. Listening to people speaking on what they do in their recovery, what they've gone through in their recovery, just constantly reminds me that I'm just not alone in this. And it constantly reminds me that I'm never going to be a sage. And I don't want to put limitations on myself. I'm never going to be this, or I don't mean that in a negative way. And I don't mean it in a self-deprecating way. I mean that in a very honest and in a very honest way. I can't even describe it in any other way. It's honest and it's authentic. What I do find at the moment in working with others, and I'm working with others at the moment, taking some people through the steps. What I realize is that going through these steps over and over again with others is a constant reminder to ask myself, where am I at? What am I doing? How is this, how are these reminders? How am I going to take these reminders? How am I going to use these reminders in a practical way in my life? Because for me, if it isn't practical, then it isn't spiritual. I can't have some sort of untangible, untouchable spirituality in my life floating around my head. It has to be something to grasp. That might be that might be my limitations, but hey, I know my limitations and I'll work within those. So yeah, so working with others is not only something that really inspires me to look at my own shit, it inspires me that I could really empower someone else to find their way. And that's the thing. If I'm taking someone through the steps, the biggest challenge, not for me actually, because I've done it so many times, but I think the biggest challenge, especially when I was first taking people through the steps, is not projecting my life, my values, and my principles upon the people I'm doing step work with. The point of doing step work is to finding what their thing is. Of course, it's always fear. Of course, it's always, we're doing our fourth and fifth step. It's the fear, it's the resentments, it's all of that stuff. But the triggers are different. The experiences are different. And we can talk about fear, but sometimes we got to get into that. Where does that come from? It takes a lot of patience and a lot of digging. I'm grateful for this opportunity. Having someone work with me on my steps, that's been a very long time ago. I think the last time that somebody worked through the steps with me could have been 15 years ago. So after working with all these people, after I take them through their steps, I think I just might do another, I might grab another more experienced, someone with a couple more years than I do, or whatever, grab somebody and have them do the steps with me if they're willing, and see what it's like to revisit some of those things. I do believe there's two sides of that. I believe that step work is also not a one and done. It's something that you should do. Hard AAs will say that's what the 10 step is for. We don't have to do all the steps anymore. We just have to be reflective. And I disagree with my own experience, because from my own experience, AA saved my life. NA saved my life, saved me from picking up another drink and a drug. But working steps of CODA program, working the steps of ACA program, that helped me look at really what's going on behind all that stuff. And I don't always need to know why, but in some cases it's so helpful to know why with some of the things in my life, because those are the things that I trip on. So this is going to be even a really shorty, only because I don't feel that I have anything that profound or that great to share at the moment. Not because I'm in a bad place, I'm in a perfectly fine place. Other things are the priority right now, and I don't feel like inspired to be speaking at the moment. So that's it for now. I'm going to see if I can hammer another one out this week. Let's see. But please bear with me. Please be patient. And I'm really sorry. It's going to be a bit inconsistent for the next, few weeks perhaps. But I'll pop one in every time I can. And thinking about you guys. And stay well. Haribo.
Thanks for listening. I hope you liked the Monday Shorties. Don't forget to check out our full-length episodes on Thursdays. If you like what you heard, spread the word. Peace out.
सर्वधर्मान् परित्यज्य मामेकं शरणं व्रज.
The miseries of material existence and the most hopeless conditions of life is the best possible opportunity to turn to God.